So, when you hear that a massive winter storm is on its way, having a clear plan isn't just a nice idea, it's everything. Today, we're going to cut right through the chaos and give you the ultimate visual guide to staying safe when things get serious.
Okay, so this alert flashes across your screen. This is not a drill. This is the signal that a potentially life-threatening storm is right on your doorstep. The time to get ready is over. The time to act is now.
All right, let's really break down what this means. When the National Weather Service says a significant combination, they're telling you this isn't just a snow day. No, this is the whole package. Heavy snow, slick ice, and powerful winds all teaming up to knock out power and make travel an absolute gamble.
Now this is something you absolutely have to get right. The difference between a watch and a warning. Think of it this way. A watch is the heads up. It's your chance to hit the store, gather your supplies, and make sure your plan is solid. But a warning, that's the main event. It means the storm is here or just moments away. It's go time.
Okay, so our survival map starts exactly where you are right now, your home. The very first and maybe most important step is turning your house into a fortress that can stand up to the cold, especially if the power cuts out. What's so great about this slide is how these 8 simple tips all work together like a system. You're not just doing one thing, you're creating a whole ecosystem of warmth. Dressing in layers? That traps your own body heat. Closing off rooms? That shrinks the space you have to keep warm. And get this, locking your windows actually presses the frame tighter, making a better seal against drafts. Every single one of these actions is about holding on to every bit of precious heat.
And this one, while this isn't a suggestion, this is a life-saving rule, straight from the CDC. I get it, when you're desperate to stay warm, it might seem like a good idea, but a gas oven can fill your home with carbon monoxide, a silent, odorless, and totally deadly gas. You have to have other, safer options ready.
You know, a power outage in freezing weather can kick off a whole other disaster: burst pipes. The American Red Cross lays out a pretty clear game plan here, and it's all about prevention. Opening those cabinets under the sink lets the warmer air from your house circulate around the plumbing, and that slow drip from the faucet, that is crucial. Even a tiny trickle of moving water can stop a catastrophic freeze before it starts.
So what happens if your water does go out? Well, that snow piled up outside just became your lifeline. This advice, which actually comes from a Reddit prepper, is brilliant. And the most important tip is right here. If you're melting snow on a stove, always put an inch of water in the pot first. See, snow is mostly air, and if you throw it in a dry pot, you'll just scorch the metal. And hey, to conserve the water you have, you can even use gray water, like from washing hands, to flush toilets.
The second the power goes out, your refrigerator becomes a ticking clock. And this chart gives you the hard numbers. The number one rule: keep those doors shut. Every single time you open them, you're hitting fast forward on these timelines. A full freezer basically turns into a giant ice block and can keep your food safe for maybe 2 whole days.
Okay, we've battened down the hatches at home. Now let's shift our focus to what might just be the single most dangerous place to be during a winter storm: inside your vehicle.
This number is just staggering. At 0 degrees Fahrenheit, your car battery loses 60% of its strength. 60! And this happens at the exact same moment your engine needs almost twice the normal power to get started. It's a total recipe for disaster, for being stranded.
So this is your car's mission-critical checklist, your go bag. And check out the modern upgrades here. We're not just talking about old-school jumper cables anymore, we're talking about a portable jump starter so you can rescue yourself. And the combination of a portable power station and an electric blanket, that's a game changer. It means you can generate your own, safe, fume-free heat without ever having to idle the car. And this, right here, is exactly why that modern gear is so important. If you get stuck in a snowdrift, it's so easy for snow to completely block your exhaust pipe. If that happens while your engine is running, that deadly carbon monoxide gas has nowhere to go but right back into the car with you. It is a silent, lethal threat you can't see or smell. All right, the house is secure, the car is prepped. Now let's zoom in on the absolute core of survival: protecting your own body from this brutal cold. Let's talk about frostbite. This is nasty stuff. It's when parts of your body, your fingers, your toes, the tip of your nose, literally freeze solid. But here's the really scary part. The first thing that goes is feeling. The tissue gets numb, so victims are often completely unaware of just how much damage is happening.
Now, if frostbite is the localized attack, hypothermia is the systemic threat. This is the real silent killer in a winter storm. It's when your entire body starts losing heat way faster than it can make it, and your vital systems just start to shut down. And it doesn't just happen in crazy sub-zero temperatures. It can happen even when it's above 40 degrees, especially if you get wet.
So, how do you fight these two big threats? Well, the CDC gives us this super simple, powerful framework. Avoid, spot, treat. First, avoid exposure. Stay inside. That's your best defense. Second, spot the signs, in yourself and the people you're with. Look for that uncontrolled shivering or any confusion. And third, treat immediately. Get to a warm, dry place and get medical help.
Now listen up, because when it comes to treating frostbite, what you don't do is just as important as what you do. Rubbing the area can actually cause more tissue damage. Same with walking on frozen feet. And you never want to use high direct heat because the victim can't feel it and you can cause serious burns. Gentle, gradual warming is the only way to go.
So the storm finally passes. The wind dies down, the snow stops. You figure you're in the clear, right? Not so fast. The danger is far from over. Let's get to the final piece of our guide, navigating the hidden risks after the storm.
The aftermath is a whole different ballgame. It requires a new kind of awareness. The number one risk for a lot of people is actually overexertion from shoveling all that heavy snow. It can trigger heart attacks. So take it slow. Take breaks. And always treat every downed power line as if it's live. And don't forget to look up. Falling ice and tree branches can be a serious hazard.
And there you have it, a complete visual playbook for your home, your car, and your body. You have the knowledge now. You know what to do. The only question left is, are you going to turn all this information into action before you need it? Because when a winter storm is on the way, the time to prepare is always right now.